It's time now for our Patriot of the Week, a special edition. We're not just honoring one person or even a few, but since National Purple Heart Day is tomorrow, we're taking time to pay tribute to all those who bear the scars of war and so many who never came home. And to do it, we're going to welcome the National Purple Heart Honor Mission board member and retired U.S. Marine Corps Sergeant Nathan Parker. Also joining us, and we're very honored to have retired U.S. Army Colonel and Purple Heart recipient Washington Sanchez. Welcome to you both, gentlemen. Nathan, I want to start with you. Your organization's mission is to tell the stories of valor, to tell the stories of these heroes to a whole new generation of Americans. Why is that so important today?
Yes, sir. And I first I want to say thank you for having us on today. It's an honor to be here with Colonel Sanchez. I'd like to give a little background about our organization. The Purple Heart Honor Mission was founded in 1997 and was the driving force behind the construction and expansion of the Purple Heart Hall of Honor, located in north of West Point here in the state of New York. We also played a pivotal role in the Purple Heart Forever stamp issued by the United States Postal Service. And today, through the Honor Mission's various awareness tribute programs, we aim to ensure that those who sacrifice for our country are never forgotten.
Yeah, it's so important, you know, particularly in today's day and age. We tend to forget that freedom comes with a very, very high cost. Colonel Sanchez, you're representing your fellow Purple Heart heroes all across America here today. Tell us a little bit about your story and how you were injured, sir.
Yes, I entered the Purple Heart back in like 2009, I think, and it was an opportunity to really get involved with patriots that were actually had been in war and participated in combat. Mm-hmm. So that's how I started. But I'd like to, as the previous gentleman said, just say this real quick. For the 2022 Purple Heart Day, and over half of last year's class of 2021, I'd like to thank the mission for giving us the opportunity to be in the presence of 40-some patrons who have served and have come from different places in the States.
Yeah, you actually were honored representing your state. You came to New York. The Purple Heart Honor Mission brought you here. You were an honoree last year, part of an auspicious group. Colonel, can you tell us where you were injured and how you were?
In 1965, while serving with the 1st Cav Division, I was a fire observer, and I was with a infantry company, and we got ambushed. And I was shot while serving my mission as a fire observer, bringing in artillery fire. And it was an unbelievable thing. I think I was 22 years old, and I had never been shot and never saw anybody shot, never saw anybody killed. And I think about 3/4 of our company was either shot or killed that day.
Wow. Nathan, this year the U.S. government has established a special tribute to our Purple Heart heroes for the very first time. Your group was the driving force behind a bill that former President Trump signed before he left office. Tell us a little bit about this tribute.
Yes, sir. They are. It's an exciting initiative for us, and it's a limited edition Purple Heart commemorative coin series being issued by the U.S. Mint. They're offered in 3 different denominations, and they tell the story of the Purple Heart from its inception all the way through the modern conflicts, as well as stories of our heroes. There's a gold coin that features General Washington's signature and the badge of military merit. The silver coin features a nurse bandaging a World War II service member on the battlefield. And the 3rd coin portrays the expression, "Some gave all gave some," by masterfully using shadow and negative space. If viewers are interested in any more information about the coins, they can check purpleheartcoins.org.
And these are official U.S. coinage that is issued by the United States Mint. Colonel Sanchez, I'm sure that you've heard that all the branches of the military are having some difficulty recruiting. What is your message, sir, to Americans on National Purple Heart Day, young people in particular, about your service and the importance of serving our country?
Yes, I would say to young people, and I tell you, I've been impressed by a lot of the young people I've seen, that they are really standing up and doing the proper things. My message to them would be that serving our country is the greatest honor that you can give back. And as you get older, as I am, you will look back and say, I did something for America. I helped save this country. And we know freedom is not free. And so someone has to sacrifice. And I think those that volunteer, as myself, I never intended to stay in the Army for almost 30 years. But I look back on it and I say, that's the greatest thing I did to this country. And I continue to do that as a volunteer, patriot, and as a veteran.
All right. We're going to have to leave it there. And for folks who want more information, it's purpleheartmission.org, purpleheartmission.org. And Sergeant Parker mentioned purpleheartcoins.org. Nathan Parker and Colonel Washington Sanchez, thank you so much for being with us. As we salute our Purple Heart recipients, all gave some and some gave all. Freedom isn't free.
Hey guys, it's Rob Carson. With inflation at its highest level in 40 years and interest rates skyrocketing, your retirement plans are in danger. Well, our friends at American Hartford Gold can help show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. Yeah. If you call them right now, they have a special offer. They will give you a free gold coin on your first qualifying order. So don't wait. Call now. Here's the number, 866-935-4309. That's 866-935-4309, or text Newsmax to 65532. That's Newsmax to 65532. Thank you.